The prisoner abuse revelations and events in Iraq are beginning to take a toll on support for President Bush's war policies and for the war itself, but not on his overall favorability rating. To find out what voters are thinking, CBS's Jim Axelrod takes you back tonight to a town that often reflects the way the national vote swings on Election Day.
In Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, Marine Corporal Randy Glass is getting therapy.
These are roller rockers.
One valve at a time. In the initial invasion of Iraq, Randy took a grenade in the leg, nearly blew it off.
What's it look like?
Like Freddy Krueger's face.
18 guys he knew were killed.
I'm tired of seeing, my brothers die.
But Randy still supports President Bush.
The last few weeks, it seems like everything's gone to hell over there.
So why don't you blame the commander-in-chief?
I blame the commander-in-chief of every Iraqi, not the commander-in-chief of the Americans.
Fact is, Randy Glass isn't alone when it comes to blame. In the last month here in the Lehigh Valley, support for the war has plummeted. Support for the president has not. He takes no hit as a result of growing dissatisfaction with Iraq.
Nothing that is significant enough to pick up in the public opinion survey.
Chris Borick is a professor at Allentown's Muhlenberg College. His latest survey shows support for the war 10 points down in the last 3 months. During the same time, the president's favorability rating didn't budge from 50%.
At the end of the day, personality may rule the issues in terms of how people are making their decisions come November.
Take Jody Crawford, for example.
And I'm hoping one day that I'll turn on the TV and somebody will say it's all over and they're coming home.
Jody's National Guardsman husband isn't set to come home for another year, and a member of his platoon was just killed in action. But her faith isn't wavering.
I would vote for Bush.
Why?
Because he's a Christian, basically.
Sitting presidents can usually count on taking a hit when a war turns unpopular. But here, there seems to be an exception working to this rule.
All of a sudden, it's in the forefront again, and I think that's scary.
For every Louis Bellatieri, a restaurateur who's critical of the war and blames the president for it,
That's the biggest fear. Another Vietnam.
there are just as many like Corporal Glass, concerned,
Yeah, around here, last couple weeks, people are just tired of seeing people die.
but not tired enough to change their votes. Jim Axelrod, CBS News, Allentown.